Alright, here's my Black Ischia that I believe is the Black Ischia AD variety, not the UC Davis variety like I was originally told, but we're going to actually get to taste the main crops. A little dark out tonight. Again, the baggies have been crucial, and I'm not sure what happened here. You see the one baggie's open and looks like it's getting all sorts of critters into it, so I'm not sure if that one's going to be edible, but I'll pick a couple of these guys and we can try them out. This one's got ants in it too, so we'll have to see. I know people have used Tanglefoot, they said, to keep the ants off. I've never used it, but I'm gonna have to try, I think. Been getting home late from work, so I haven't really been able to make any videos in the light like I'd like. Some of these don't look to be quite ripe yet. I'm not sure if this one is. Let's see. Nope, not yet. I've been having to put the baggies on much earlier than I expected to keep the birds away. If any figs turn any color at all, they quickly devour them. So that's it. These two, we'll see if they're salvageable from the bugs. You can see there's a lot of ants in this one, but I guess we'll see. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so here are the Black Ischia AD figs. I apologize for the poor video quality, but I don't have a lot of time tonight, so I wanted to try to get this done. You can see these figs went from being unripe to pretty much dehydrated on the tree within a matter of a couple of days. So they did have a lot of ants on them. You can see the eye is not real tight, it's a little bit open, it's not too bad. But the ants have been pretty bad so far this year. Doesn't look like Violet de Bordeaux. The leaves were somewhat reminiscent of it, different yet similar, but the figs are definitely different. Last year it produced some pretty big figs. So far this year they've been pretty small. Not sure if that's because of the heat that we've had or because of the early start I gave it in the greenhouse. I'm beginning to think it was because of the early start that I gave it in the greenhouse. It seems like almost all the figs I started early that put figs on in the greenhouse have this tiny fig problem. So here's that one. Here's this one. This one's got a little, I don't know, funky green going on with it. I'm not sure if that's because the ants, one of them had ants worse than the other. I'm not sure I remember exactly which was which, but I don't know, it's kind of gross. I'm not sure if that's just skin blotches or it doesn't seem to be mold or anything. If you don't see any more videos for a while, that might be why. But this is the main crop of the Black Ischia. What I'm guessing is the AD variety. The person I got it from said it was from UC Davis, but it looks pretty clear that it is likely not from UC Davis. So, alright, let's go ahead and cut these open. Really nice inside. I mean, really jammy. Looks like it's going to have quite a bit of seed crunch. That looks pretty good. I had some of these last year, but they were ripened and totally grown in the greenhouse. And I did notice that the varieties that grew in the greenhouse just didn't get the intense flavors that they got outside. Plus, they ripened when it was a little bit cooler. So I'm looking forward to these. Let's see what the other one looks like here. Really nice. I mean, it's probably overripe. It's funny, some figs I like when they're really, really ripe and squishy, and then other figs I like when there's a little bit of meat to them. For instance, Black Madeira, I actually like it when it's a little less ripe, versus Ronde de Bordeaux, I like only when it is really, really ripe. You can see the skin's coming off right on my fingers. It's just peeling off. I mean, this is sticky, squishy, jammy, jelly, yummy. So let's see how this thing tastes. It's like candy. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. If you've ever had those cherry fruit slices, you know how those cherry fruit slices, they don't really taste like cherry. They taste like something else, but we refer to it as cherry just simply because they're red and taste kind of berry-like. Well, I think I found what they taste like. This tastes remarkably similar to a cherry fruit slice. The texture is actually very similar as well. It's not that soft texture that you normally have. This is a thick jam, almost gel flavor to it. It's probably because it's so dehydrated. It's been, I think it was 96 degrees here today and 90 something yesterday, full sun, and it looks like it really dehydrated these. But that first bite was pretty good. Yeah, that is pretty good. I just wish they were a little bit bigger. If they were a little bit bigger, I think that, you know, you get a little more pack for your punch. But they are indeed pretty good. And again, here's what the back of it looks like. Let's try this other one. Let's see if there's any difference. Surprisingly, they're somewhat different tasting. I don't know if it's because of, I'm not sure why. The one had ants on it. Maybe the ants started to make it go bad a little bit. It's not bad. It's a much sweeter taste. It's very possible this one's just, you know, a day more ripe and on the edge of spoiling. But still pretty damn good. So, while it's not the Black Ischia from UC Davis, it is definitely a keeper, and it is good. I think I might try to pick one a little less ripe, just to see if I can get a little more of that fruity taste as opposed to the candy taste. But if you like that, geez, what else could I compare it to? Cherry fruit slices is probably pretty close. It's just maybe not as sweet and as intense of a flavor, but the texture is not as chewy, but similar in that thickness to it when you bite into one. If you were to remove the outer skin and only eat the inside of that cherry slice, it's very similar to that. But boy, that's pretty good. I'm looking forward to having a bunch more of these this year. So, again, this is Black Ischia, believed to be the AD variety, and this is PA Figs.